Hey, it's Greg King, and the theme of today's video is how to promote ClickBank products with no website and other outdated myths. So in the past couple of videos, I've been actually concentrating on how you can get your ClickBank affiliate products to the front page of Google and YouTube because you have to. You just plain old have to be above the crowd. And I've been sharing about this brand new cutting edge SEO system that really totally works. So I'm just going to keep on with the same theme, and I'm going to actually break away from all these myths, these traditional myths that you have to do this, this, which quite frankly, once you see this video, and I hope you stick around, you're going to go, wow, and have a really aha moment. But first, before we get into things, please hit the like button, the subscribe button so you won't miss another one of my videos. Also, leave a comment below if you have any questions. So I've been using some test case in regards to using this system and seeing how it would work with ClickBank, because ClickBank is a great site. It's got great affiliate products. It's got some average, but it's got some really good stuff. And I wanted to go in and see if this would actually work with any product. So I first went in and I started Googling, and what ClickBank says, you can do two ways of advertising. You have to advertise, bar none, not negotiable. And it used to be a point where you didn't have to, but now with the competition, one has to be literally on the front page of Google or YouTube, or you might as well just save your money and go home, because if you're not near the top, you're at the bottom. And unfortunately, that's the name of the game. And if you look at all the real gurus, they're always on the first page and they're always quite near the top. And to actually compete with those people, you're going to have to do something a lot different. And that is advertising, and a lot of it. Trust me, you're going to have to do it. And there's two ways of doing it. There's the expensive way that'll get you almost immediate results. Then there is the organic way, which is going to take about up to 3 to 6 months. And quite frankly, if you do one of these two ways, you're going to go broke. So what I'm going to share with you, how you can actually get the front page of Google, the Google carousel, and YouTube within mere minutes. You can see here, it's 41 minutes, and I got on the very top page. So the first fallacy is how long does it take to get on Google to rank and to post? Well, it's once again, I just did some Google searches, and it says here 3 to 6 months, and also to optimize your website. Now I can tell you right now, we're going to dive into this website thing, which is kind of old story. I mean, they're great to have; they're an asset. However, there's another way of doing it that you don't have to put a lot of time and effort into and actually bypass the websites. And I'm going to actually share with you some examples. And by the way, in a moment, I'm going to actually share a couple of links where you can actually take advantage and check out for yourself to see if this works. But you can see here is you're going to take 3 to 6 months, and it could be 6 to 12 months before you actually get results. With this system, you can see I'm actually getting on the front page of Google, number 2. The front page of the Google video, number 2, and number 1 on YouTube. So it's a double whammy, which is really great because, let's face it, YouTube is number 1. And I'm going to share with you in a sec why I say that. Now, the next thing is, how much content do you need to rank in Google? Well, it talks about if you rank your website, you're going to need some quality stuff, 600 to 4,000 words. I'm 67. I haven't got much time left. Going on 68. I'm dyslexic. I can't write very well. So this is right off the bat is a no. It's not a possibility. So this way, if you look at this, you don't need to have a website because I am actually ranking ahead of websites. So I mean, what's the use of having a website? In fact, with 82,000 results. Now I'm in Mexico, so everything's in Spanish here. Well, it'll go back and forth. But you can see here the websites. And there's some pretty big ones. The Outlook Kindia. You're also looking at OrlandoMagazine.com, and they got a lot of subscribers. And Yukon News is not as big, but it still has a presence on the internet. Now, it doesn't happen just once or twice. It happens all the time. I was looking for Exapure, which is my test studies over the last little while. And I went to see what the prices were, and you can see at the top here is everything's kind of generic, where you're going price sensitivity only, and quite frankly, you're not going to stand out from the crowd. This, in 1 hour, I got to the front page of this with over 6 billion subscribers. I was looking at that going 69,000 or 6.9 million. No, it's over almost 7 billion hits. Now, not all of them are going to be looking at Exapure. You can see that if 1% of 1% of 1% of 1% do, and you're the only one on the page or the first one on the page in 1 hour, and you're ahead of all the websites. Why would you spend time doing between 600 to 4,000 words when you can use a system that'll blow it right out of the water? And it's not happening once, but it's happening over and over again, where I'm just placing my video ads, which by the way are completely free, on the front page of Google and YouTube. And you look over here, this is 1.2 million, and I'm number one. And it took, well, I just took this experience before, but it was before 6 days. But I wanted to show that I'm well above the websites. They're ranking, but the average person, not you, but with the average person, because you're extraordinary watching this, the average person will not go to a blog or a website. They're typically drawn to a picture and a photo and a video. And Google said about 5 years ago, videos with ranking and people watching videos will start to overtake websites and blogs. We're seeing it happening today. The next is, how much does it cost to rank number one on Google? Well, you can see by this example, and I just pulled it up with Google. There's a number of results like this. You can do some homework yourself and see if this makes sense. Almost $4,000 a month to be the number one listing in Google for this salon Nashville. That's a company. So the annual value of being number one for this company is over $47,000. I'm doing it literally in 2 hours, doing a search, doing SEO searches. And it's actually kind of comical because it says how to improve SEO rankings in 2022, 5 ways to improve your site. And this one here says, like from Forbes, which is another major presentation or major force, is how long does SEO take to start working? Well, doing it this system, it takes like literally immediately, and you don't have to worry. I mean, in 2 hours, you're number one doing it this way. The next is the average cost to get an SEO person to come in is between $100 and $250 an hour or per month. They don't want to do it. I mean, the good ones, you get what you pay for in this business. If you're going to get one for $50 a month, expect never to rank. If you're going to do this kind of way of 25 to 10,000, you're going to rank. However, what they will not do is they will not guarantee first page, and it could take between 30 to 60 days to rank. It's just a ton of money. This system, you can get away with never having to pay for an ad ever again, or looking at these scales and these graphs and click per minute, click throughs and $2.50 or what the average is and all that. You don't have to worry about any of that. It's a real simple process. Now, I love this one. And how do I get to the top of Google? Well, you got to improve your online SEO, your SEO, blah, blah, monitor your SEO technical stuff, match your content with this and that. And the other thing, reduce your bounce rate. I don't even know what a bounce rate is, quite frankly. I just pulled this up. The last one, which is really great, is publish insane high quality content. There's that 600 to 4,000 words again on your website. Well, how about doing it this way with the system that you just put a handful of videos online with YouTube, and it does the ranking that I just showed you. And the videos, which I'm going to put an example in the description box and also in the comment section. The examples are between 1.5 to 3 minute videos. They are on my Keynote, because I run an Apple. They're on Keynote where there's some slides or some pictures, some slides of copy. And I set it all to music. And the kicker, so you can completely disbelieve me, and that is, all you need to do with this system is to actually make a YouTube channel and get just a handful of subscribers, not 1,000 or 2,000 or 10,000, but just a handful. You can see here, I got a whopping 12, and I'm putting some videos out, and I got the theme with the pretty girl and the green. So there's a constant theme with my thumbnails. But you can see here, I'm not getting a lot of views either. The odd one, I'll hit a jackpot and hit 200 or 300 people. But the reality is, I'm probably averaging probably 100 views per video and still ranking number one on Google and YouTube. So the question that comes up is, if you're spending all this money and you got to do these SEOs and these bounce rates and this and that, can you understand why there's only a 1% success rate in this business? Now, all the gurus will say you can make all this money and do all this. And quite frankly, a lot of them are. I mean, there's a lot of them. There's John Crestani. He's really good. Robbie Blanchard. I mean, he's they're the top of Google. I'm sorry, of ClickBank. They're doing extraordinary. However, the average person will look at this, find out the budget of. They never talk about budgets. That's one thing they rarely ever do. And to do this properly, and from my own experience, because some people learn from some people's mistakes, I am the mistake. And when I got into this, I didn't actually put a budget out. And when I saw my visa, it was $2,200 the first month on Google and Bing ads. And it was just insanity. So the next thing is, with all these great Google SEO products, I looked at what was the best one out there, and the best SEO software, and for basically 2022. And I actually did a little bit of photoshopping here, and I actually adjusted it slightly. And instead of the best SEO tools that experts use in 2022, I put the best SEO tools that experts should use in 2022. And I wiped out all of them, and I put the two that I'm going to actually leave links in. The first one is the free 24-hour Google ranking system. It's completely free. If you haven't seen it before, this is your opportunity to get your feet wet into it and see how powerful it is and how you can actually online, real time, rank your videos on the front page of Google and YouTube. Like guaranteed, just following the steps, and do it in within 24 hours, and do it on the first page, something that the SEO products can't do. You can see why I'm raving about this cutting edge SEO system, because it really is amazing. The next one is the Affiliate Tube Success Academy. That is the grandfather claw. That's the meat potatoes of this whole thing. Is there a cost? Yes. I'll leave a link in just a moment. The free 24-hour Google ranking system is kind of like the Affiliate Tube Success Academy Lite. It'll give you an idea of how it is. A lot of people use that only and get great results and don't actually step up. I'm one of those guys that says, go big or go home. And if you want to use the whole process of making money, and what Paul Murphy always says is money loves speed. Check them both out. The Affiliate Tube Success Academy may not be for you, but you may just want to check it out. So it is the Affiliate Tube Success group of seminars. Now, what I'm going to actually focus on right now is a 24-hour ranking system, and you will get success like this. You just plain old will. And here I am over here is number one for videos. That one had over 840 million hits. This one's got 22 million hits. I'm number one. This one is on YouTube. It's not showing the hits or the amount of results. I mean, I'm not going to get those hits. I mean, it's just reality is to be really like completely transparent. You may only get 1%, 1%, 1%, 1% of 1%. But when you're looking at 32 million or 848 million, that can be some pretty substantial red hot buyers. So the next part is it happens over and over again. And when you do more and more videos, not the SEO stuff, not the website stuff, just doing simple 1 to 3 minute videos with sound behind, not yourself in front of the camera, behind the camera, pretty people, some information, one can see how one actually puts a stranglehold on the search. Now, the great thing about it is you're using literally only a handful of subscribers. Now, this is the one you actually came upon, and the ClickBank examples are my case studies. This is my actual channel. And full disclosure, I was so blown away by Paul Murphy and the Affiliate Tube Success Academy. I jumped in right away, I did all the steps, and after a couple of years, I've got well over 300 subscribers, and I'm making a decent income because, unlike conventional ways, this people don't usually come to my YouTube channel. They go and see my rankings, they click on and see how powerful this is, and it's designed that I attract only red hot buyers. And what they do is they'll go to my video, hit the link, and then commit to the product. So the YouTube channel is only a vehicle to actually rank my products. And you can see here, it's the success I've had over this journey has been nothing but successful. I'm number one here. And I mean, there's 190,000 results. Once again, no website is keeping up with me. Here I'm number one and number two, and I'm ranking ahead of one of the most powerful people on ClickBank, which is John Crestani. And once again, you'll see that none of the websites are actually there's no rival. There's just no rival. And here's another example. I'm not going to bore you. I just wanted to show you the consistency of it. Is I've got two of my videos, and you can see here's 82 views. The other one's 114 views. I'm actually ranking. What's that? 40% of this page. I'm about 40% of the page. I am, well, 35%. I'm not going to get into specifics, but I'm ranking ahead of John again, and he's had over 1.1 million. So you can see by using this system that competition is not going to really be an issue when it comes to a ClickBank product. Now, this system is amazing because, once again, it's the Affiliate Tube Success Group of seminars, and it's the 24-hour ranking system. What does this do? Well, this works for any product, any service, any affiliate. In fact, in the screen right now, I'm going to put up what I did for my buddy, and he has a restaurant in La Paz where I'm living, and he wanted some online presence. So I just did the same system. And you can see here that I've got basically a stranglehold on La Paz restaurants. So if people are coming down, there's a lot of tourists coming down here, they don't know La Paz very well. They know the Melicon, which is absolutely second to that. I'm getting a little off topic. It's amazing. So if people are looking for somewhere to eat and they go to Google, or they go to YouTube and say La Paz restaurants, his restaurant comes up number one. And it's got longevity. It's totally amazing. So I'm a really big fan of Google. Love them or hate them, and I'll show you why I am. But you can see here the best way of doing it is the cost-effective way, and there's no money for the 24-hour ranking system. Once again, there's a cost for them, but I'll share that in a sec. It's cost effective, and it takes no time to gain traction. It's done literally immediately, and you can see again. And once again, I'm not going to bore you, but you can see this doesn't happen for just one or two products. It happens for any product or service, and it goes viral as well. And once again, I've got just 12 subscribers. I mean, if you're thinking in the back of your head that this is too good to be true and you've got a lot of doubt, welcome to the group. That was the first thing I thought until I actually opened up my mind like a parachute because it works better. And I started looking at this, and I took the 24-hour ranking system when it cost money, and this is a couple of years ago. I went through it, and son of a gun, if it didn't work for my struggling products in Shopify, but I was so blown away by the actual system to be able to help people. I got rid of my Shopify and all that stuff that went in it. And I did the simple 1, 2, 3, 4 steps like this, and I became an affiliate. So why Google? Why do I enjoy Google? Well, love them or hate them, the reality is Google accounts for over 91% of all searches worldwide. Google and YouTube. The competition is literally non-existent. So when people are saying Bing and Facebook, and you can see by these statistics, over 91% is Google. The next in rival is Bing at 3%. And Facebook isn't even the top 10. They're not even the top 10. So the question is, why spend money on Facebook that's not the top 10 searches when you can actually spend no more money and be on the number one search engine in the world? I mean, it really is a no-brainer. So when you actually go into the link, which I'm going to leave in a moment again, you'll come to this. It was the 24-hour ranking system. There's a ton of products that Paul brings out. This is the 24-hour ranking system. I did pay money for this. I did pay $9.97 2.5 years ago, and he actually upgraded the system for the Affiliate Academy. So he made this a value package that you could actually dip your feet in to see if it actually works. The next is the unlimited private weekly coaching. I haven't touched base on that yet, but I'm going to put a link on that as well in a moment. And what it is every Tuesday he goes live and he coaches to people that are interested in affiliate marketing. He comes up with new tips and tricks, new people on the market that will give a different insight where you can actually look and find out if it makes sense. He also will periodically send out emails and talk about different ways of marketing your product. So, I mean, he's totally value first, and he always delivers more than he promises. So he was talking about maybe checking TikTok out, YouTube, and just to actually go hand in hand with this system. But the system itself is no question, it is It is no competition out there. So I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I'm going to put in a link, and the link I'm going to put in is for the 24-hour ranking system. So put your name in, your best email address, so it doesn't get lost in junk mail. Because nothing worse than doing this and having it lost and not taking advantage of this possibility. Also, there's an integrity aspect with saying, well, you'll get your video or you'll get the response pretty quick and not get it for hours and find out it's in your junk mail. So the best way of doing it, well, you can do the expensive way. There's no question. I'm cheap. I'd much rather do the efficient way. And the efficient way meaning instead of giving Facebook, which once again is not a contender, Google, YouTube, Bing, and all the other ones, Duck, and all these other ones, I'd much rather put that money back in my pocket and save it for Gregory, not for all these other people, these other SEO people. And believe me, they do not have your best interests in mind. They're a business. They want to make money. So I'd much rather do it where I won't have to worry about any of this stuff and never worry about advertising again. I mean, it really is an easy choice. The next link I'm going to put in is the actual full course. Now, this does cost money. I mean, it is a cost to it. And if you decide that you think, okay, I've seen this before, the 24-hour ranking system works great, I'm just going to dive right in. This is the link you put in. If you haven't seen this, you know what? This may not be for you right now, not until you actually go through the process. When you hit the link, you're going to come to this. And there is a cost of $9.97 upfront, or you can do three payments of $3.97. Now, what's your alternative? Well, I'd much rather do a $3.97 today, $3.97 a month from now, and $3.97 a month from now, or save my money up front and pay the $9.97. Because what's the alternative? This is the alternative: going to an SEO company and having this money continually going out. Now, what ClickBank doesn't say is, have you budgeted between, well, say $2,000 to $5,000 a month for advertising? It's going to take I would say it's going to take more than a month to get going and getting your traction. So you could put out $5,000 or $10,000 before you get a first sale, versus doing it of putting out $379 and expecting the same, actually a better result, because you will be on the first page of Google and YouTube. So the bonus link I'm going to put on is the 100% free weekly live training. And this is what Paul does. And he does it every Tuesday. It's usually for about an hour, hour and a half. You can actually take a look at this and see if it makes sense. Once again, what he's done is he actually has unlocked the key to the ranking vault of Google and YouTube. And he's a very smart dude. He's really savvy, and he's come out with this free training once a week where you can ask questions. And once again, he'll do tips and tricks. And like I mentioned before in the other slide, you can maybe do some TikToks, or you maybe do some Instagram and find out kind of what's working, because you want to be able to do things, not just focus on one way. Because just say a ClickBank product doesn't work, well, you want to be able to branch out. And I mentioned before, and I showed you, is I branched out and I did this this project for my friend with the Tribune restaurants, and he pays me a monthly fee. So all these little things coming in make a big difference in your monthly. Makes a big difference that you have more money at the end of the month versus the other way around. And I've said it a number of times on videos, and it could be it's lighthearted and a bit of a joke, but I tell you, it doesn't feel good when you have more month at the end of the money. It's not really good. So what he will do is he'll do his free weekly coaching. He does a monthly, usually about a month, once or 5 weeks. Between 4 and 5 weeks, he'll actually bring out a guest speaker, and they'll come up with different views of what's happening with the market. The 24-hour ranking system, I've already put in the link, so you don't have to worry about that. The 4-day live, the 4-day Google ranking, I put the link in there again. And he also has a support community on Facebook that if you have any questions, put it in, and there's going to be enough people in there that have got enough experience that you're going to be able to get your questions completely answered. So that being said, I would suggest over the next couple of days, take a look at these links, and maybe, for sure the 24-hour and take advantage of that. And also the live, 100% live training, take advantage of that. Once again, the Affiliate Tube Success Academy may not be for you right now, but the other two, by all means, they will shift the way you do business with ClickBank or any other product or service. I mean, it's amazing. What I mentioned about Tribute is I branched out and I started doing local businesses. This works amazing for local business. You can do it for dentists, lawyers, plumbing, electricians. You can do it for anything that is legal. I know in what happens in Canada, you can't really uh, advertise for legals, but you can do a bunch of stuff and it actually totally works. Now, don't forget, hit the like button, the subscribe button so you won't miss another one of the videos. Also, leave a comment below if you have any questions. And again, I want to congratulate you in advance for a very successful ClickBank affiliate product business. Take care. We'll catch you soon.